Columbia Elementary students return to the classroom tomorrow morning. How parents and schools are preparing.
We have some rainfall rolling through the area. We'll be tracking that hour by hour and a look at our rain chances for the week ahead.
Plus, divers are searching Table Rock Lake in connection with the 2018 duck boat sinking. KOMU 8 News First at 5 starts now.
Coverage you can count on. KOMU 8 News starts now.
A gloomy day here in mid-Missouri, and the week ahead isn't looking a whole lot better. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jim Rigg. Thanks for joining us. Let's send it over to Kenton for a check of the forecast.
Yeah, Jim, we certainly have had a bit of rainfall here in the area, and that's not just for us either. It's all across, actually getting some snow there in portions of the Great Plains in South Dakota and Nebraska, especially. Here on Live.3 First Alert Radar, you can see where this rain is coming in. It's not necessarily too heavy. It's just some scattered showers here, and that's going to continue for the next few hours. You can see it's moving in an easterly and northeasterly fashion. So again, this continues. Most of the rain, the bulk of the rain, is south of Interstate 70. Still some showers to the north, but a lot of it, it's more widespread south of Interstate 70, closer to Interstate 44. Here's midnight. It will then start to slowly clear out to the south and will be drier as we head towards sunrise tomorrow. And actually, we're mostly dry tomorrow as well. Let's take a look at how we're going to start off this week. We're going to be at 46 tomorrow. It is going to be a little breezy, and we're looking at a lot of clouds. And then we're going to be at 60 degrees on Tuesday, 70 on Wednesday, could even reach around 80 by Thursday. A big warming trend here, but we also have good chances for rain later on in the weekend. I'm going to track this, and I'll tell you why this is our trend coming up.
Okay, Kenton, thank you very much. It's almost here. Columbia Public Elementary students will return to the classroom starting tomorrow morning. KOMU 8 Sarah Moyer spoke to parents today about their preparation for in-person learning, and what can you tell us?
Jim, many local students and parents have been eager for in-person learning to start again, but only elementary students are going to have that opportunity for now. Now, attending school in person tomorrow is going to look different, with elementary students required to follow new rules. Families are being asked to conduct daily self-checks before sending students to school, and all students must wear masks. One New Haven elementary parent I spoke with today talked about the precautions she's taken with her kids in order to prepare them for the first day of class tomorrow.
I've been talking to my kiddos, just reminding them about things we've always done, such as hand washing and staying out of people's personal bubbles. And we got some lanyards for their masks so they don't get misplaced or fall on the ground. So I feel like we've got all the bases covered, and so now we're just really hyping them up about getting to see their friends and getting to see their teachers in their classroom.
Now, McNeil also explained how difficult it's been for her kindergartner and second grader to learn over Zoom. She said she's grateful that her kids will get a shared learning experience in class again. Reporting live in Columbia, Sarah Moyers, KOMU 8 News.
District spokesperson Michelle Bumstark sent this email. The city has purchased hand sanitizer and cleaning supplies, as well as more than 39,000 masks of different kinds, including face shields and clear masks for the deaf or hard of hearing. The district also received 750 masks from the community and 80,000 from SEMA. The district doubled its budget for air filters, which will be inspected and changed more frequently. Here are the newest numbers. Boone County added 27 new cases today with 416 active. 18 patients in the county are currently hospitalized. Missouri counted about 1,800 new cases. That brings the total to about 157,000. The state also reported 2 new deaths. That total is now close to 2,600. We want to clarify the number of deaths reported by the state health department yesterday. The state reported 121 new deaths in its Saturday update. That number would be a record, but typically when the state reports numbers that high, it's due to a backlog or complications with the death certificates. We contacted the health department with that question. We have not heard back. The surge in COVID-19 hospitalizations is so severe in the Kansas City area, more than a handful of hospitals refused ambulance drop-offs because they didn't have enough space. 8 hospitals in both Missouri and Kansas had to turn away patients. Missouri has reached record hospitalizations several times this past week, with the latest high about 1,500 this past Wednesday. A dive team in Branson is searching Table Rock Lake today for any remains from the 2018 duck boat sinking. KY3's Michael Van Scoik, a former KOMU 8 reporter, shows us the newest effort.
The divers travel all across the country on various recovery missions. Today they stopped at Table Rock Lake to see if they could find anything from that duck boat tragedy more than 2 years ago. Jared Lysick and Sam Ginn come from Washington and Oregon. The two have a YouTube channel. Viewers often send them tips. They say some expeditions are simple and fun, while others can have quite an emotional impact. On today's expedition, they understand the emotional toll the Ozarks still faces to this day. The boat itself was recovered shortly after the accident, but the two hope to find any belongings they could offer to the families of those lost. They found a jacket, but have not yet confirmed whether it belonged to a person on board.
So they really asked us to come to town, see if we could dive on the site and see if we can find some of those personal effects and return them to their lost loved ones. Closure is used quite a lot, and it's actually the inappropriate term that I've learned. You know, the ability to connect with their lost loved ones, the ability to find, resolution in it. Some of the family members do refer to it as closure, so we accept that as well.
Those two divers also say even if they didn't find anything from that wreck, it still helps reflect on it more than 2 years later. They also encourage any other divers to come out here and help if they can. From Table Rock Lake, I'm Michael Van Scoik.
5 fire departments responded to a large brush fire in Rolla last night. KY3 reports it happened on the south side of town, stretched across 150 acres, and according to investigators was intentionally set. Witnesses say they saw a man wandering nearby as the fire was burning. No arrests have been made and no one was hurt. President Trump speaks on the kidnapping attempt of Michigan's governor. Plus, the two candidates continue their journeys in different parts of the country.
It is certainly a cool one. It's going to be a cool one tomorrow also on our Monday, but there's a warming trend. Tracking everything for the week ahead coming up.
And you're taking a live look over downtown Columbia on this Sunday afternoon. It's 5:07. This is KOMU 8 News, first at 5. Coverage you can count on.
Never be surprised by the weather. Download the free KOMU 8 Weather and Traffic app. Brought to you by Central Bank of Boone County.
You had questions for the Missouri candidates, and KOMU 8 brought you answers.
Have a universal basic income.
No mandatory masks, no mandatory vaccines.
We dug deeper into their plans for the state and held the powerful accountable.
What, if any, social justice changes would you advocate for?
Black lives matter. All lives matter.
I do not support defunding the police.
For the answers you deserve, watch Smart Decision 2020 on KOMU 8 News. Coverage you can count on.
If you want to see moves,
Flea flicker,
and counter moves from the best minds in the game, see you Sunday night. Rams, Niners on NBC.
Monday and Tuesday. The Voice is back.
That's what I've been wanting, an Opry singer.
You can't let the cowboy get in there. You got to keep him out.
The Voice, Monday and Tuesday on NBC.
Don't look good.
Yeah, it looks like it's both. Just what I don't need.
This is what you do need.
Complete the application within minutes, and if approved, you may get the money you need as soon as the same business day. Get the cash you need fast. Apply online today. Go to cashnetUSA.com.
KOMU 8 News, now on Roku, keeps you informed with local newscasts at your fingertips. It's as easy as searching KOMU 8 and hitting Add Channel. Get the latest information online, on mobile, and now on Roku. KOMU 8 News, coverage you can count on. The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. If you've been seriously injured in an accident, visit lawmissouri.com.
A new wave of text messages went out this weekend targeting mid-Missouri voters. The Missouri Independent newspaper reports those messages, claiming to be from State Senator Caleb Rowden, indicated he was stepping aside from politics. Rowden said it was a hoax, and he contacted law enforcement to investigate. His Democratic challenger, Judy Baker, called the messages disturbing. The message came from a 573 area code. It's unclear how many mid-Missourians received them. President Trump says Democratic leaders are the reason he has not signed a coronavirus stimulus package. In an exclusive interview with the NBC Wisconsin affiliate, the president says he is ready to sign a $1 trillion stimulus package, but Democratic leaders want to wait until after the election. The U.S. Senate will take up a standalone paycheck protection bill on Tuesday. That's according to Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. It's a package the Democrats blocked last month and could happen again.
The states say they need more money. Taxpayers, Americans say they want more money to help pay the bills. You have put a $1.8 trillion on the table. Will there be more money by Election Day? Do you have a deal?
Well, I want the money by tonight, but Nancy Pelosi doesn't want to approve it because she thinks it's good politically for her not to approve it.
President Trump has campaign events scheduled in Nevada and California today. The president called out Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer at a rally in her home state yesterday. Speaking to supporters, he first criticized Governor Whitmer for not reopening the state. He then referred to the alleged domestic terror plot to kidnap her, saying Whitmer blamed him for it. Crowds could also be heard chanting, "Lock her up." Whitmer appeared on Meet the Press today, talking about being a target of President Trump is personal.
It's incredibly disturbing that the President of the United States, 10 days after a plot to kidnap, put me on trial, and execute me, 10 days after that was uncovered, the President is at it again and inspiring and incentivizing and inciting this kind of domestic terrorism.
The governor went on to criticize President Trump's COVID-19 response, calling it the worst in the globe. Joe Biden continued his campaign today, talking about voter mobilization in North Carolina. This was Biden's first campaign event since a Detroit drive-in rally Friday, with Biden taking yesterday off. He spoke to supporters about how crucial this election is for what he calls the soul of the nation.
So much is at stake for this nation. The very soul of the nation is at stake. Folks, as my coach used to say in college, it's go time. It's the most important election in our lifetime.
Biden and President Trump will face off in a second and final debate this Thursday. With the election 16 days away, millions of voters have already cast their ballots. The lines were long Saturday during the first day of early voting in Nevada. Sports venues across the country are also being used as polling places. Fenway Park, the home of the Red Sox, is one of 21 locations in Boston for early voting. Dodger Stadium in L.A. and National Park in D.C. have also been approved as voting locations, along with nearly a dozen NBA arenas. Coming up, an update on the wildfires continuing to burn the western U.S.
The cold front's really digging down, even into Texas, bringing in colder air. That's why we're chilly tomorrow. It's going to lift. We're going to warm up. I'm tracking that coming up.
You know how proud I am of you. How much you sacrifice.
Promise me you won't do anything stupid.
You deserve your success.
No one deserves this kind of success.
COVID-19 cases in our state are going the wrong way, and Mike Parson is taking us the wrong way on healthcare. His hand-picked ally is trying to gut protections for pre-existing conditions, which could strip healthcare from 2 million Missourians. Parson went the wrong way, opposing a measure that we voted for to help 250,000 more Missourians afford healthcare. And under Parson, nearly 100,000 children were removed from Missouri's healthcare program. When we need affordable healthcare the most, Mike Parson is taking Missouri the wrong way.
Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. The perfect paint for when the nursery becomes the bedroom. That becomes his room. That becomes your favorite room in the house. Paint because you want to, not because you have to. For results that stand up to whatever life brings. Trust Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. Exclusively at Menards.
Get 11% off everything, including Pittsburgh Paramount Paint.
Because of this, we built Escape with Ford Copilot 360. Because of this, we built Ford Edge with intelligent all-wheel drive. Because of this, we built Ford EcoSport to give you traction when and where you need it. And because Ford SUVs are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Now get up to $5,500 bonus cash on Escape and $5,250 on EcoSport.
Closed captioning of KOMU8 News is brought to you by Bob McCosh, a KOMU8 Salute to Service partner.
Wildfires are continuing to tear through the western U.S. The Calwood fire in Boulder County, Colorado, burned 7,000 acres yesterday. Nearby Jamestown was evacuated, and other residents were told to get ready. Arizona also continues to fight wildfires. The horse fire broke out yesterday. It has burned 8,300 acres and is 0% contained. It's threatening an estimated 300 homes and buildings, plus 100 residents. The cause of the fire remains under investigation.
Well, again, Jim, we are dealing with very cool temperatures here across the area. Our temperatures are actually in the 50s here, or in the 40s, excuse me, and those 40s, of course, well below average for this time of year. Our average high temperature is around about 67 on average, and we, of course, have not seen that. It was a little chilly yesterday, too. We did have some cloud cover starting to increase. Really, overall, just a fall-like weekend. And when we look ahead, again, average high temperature is 67 for our next week. And you can see we have a big difference in our sky conditions as well. A lot of cloud cover to start the week, a little bit more sunshine on Thursday before we end with some more rain there on Friday, too. So when we look at this, 46 tomorrow, 60 on Tuesday, 70 on Wednesday, 81 when we finally get a day of sun on Thursday, and then we're going back down on Friday. And I love that I can show you this too, because you can see the low temperature Friday morning is warmer than what I have for our high temperature in the afternoon. Obviously, the high temperature is going to be closer to midnight because I do expect a cooling day. A cold front's going to be rolling through likely on Friday, giving us these chances for showers and maybe a few thunderstorms too as we get out of these very warm temperatures. But we're also going to be seeing again that cooling trend on Friday. So warmer in the morning than when you head home on at the end of the week. But we are on a warming trend, certainly a steep warming trend all week long. And with these rain chances, Tuesday is going to be our better chance there, especially Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Drier when we see that sun on Thursday, of course, and then a better chance on Friday as that cold front moves through. So let's track this now hour by hour as we look throughout the week. Right now, our cold front is to our south. That's why we are cooler. There is some moisture, of course, overhead, and that's why we've been seeing these passing showers. As we head into our day tomorrow, we are mostly dry. Only a 20% chance that we see anything on our first day of the week. I expect maybe some drizzle possible. Otherwise, it's just a bit breezy. Some gusts around 20 to 25 miles per hour. And we are going to be overcast for your Monday. And it's chilly. Remember, high temperatures only in the 40s. Then as we head into our Tuesday, that frontal boundary actually moves to the north back as a warm front. It's slowly going to do so. So here's about noon on Tuesday. Still, I think will be mostly dry, but we could have just a brief shower south of Interstate 70 as this system moves up to the north. Then a cold front's going to come down, and that's going to still not necessarily change our temperatures too much because we're still on a warming trend, but this is what's happening is by Wednesday, then morning, we're looking at this changing back into a warm front, and then it's going to push up to the north. We're going to stay still fairly dry. So Tuesday and Wednesday, fairly dry. But as we head into our day on Thursday, this is when we start to see that sunshine come into play because this warm front's going to move well up to the north. It's going to give us all this sunshine. It's going to clear out the clouds, and we're going to be very warm, high temperatures in the 80s there. Then that same system's coming back down through as a cold front. That's why we have a cooling day on Friday, and that's why I have another chance for showers and thunderstorms on Friday, too. So it is a roller coaster week for sure. We're going all the way up this week just to dip way down on Friday. 39 degrees for our low temperature tonight. Northeast winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour, a bit breezy, with some rain for some, especially again south of Interstate 70 tonight. That's where you're going to see the better chance for some of these showers. Otherwise, 46 tomorrow, mainly dry. Could see some drizzle. Otherwise, gusts still up to 25 miles per hour with high temperatures only in the middle 40s on Monday. We're around 60, though, at least in the upper 50s on Tuesday, with the cloud cover sticking around. Only a 30% chance during the day. As we head overnight, though, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, you can see I have a 60% chance there. I expect a much better chance overnight. And then we're dry again on Wednesday as that boundary starts to push back up to the north for Thursday when we're at 81, all the sunshine. Another cold front on Friday with some showers, cooling us back down into the 50s for the weekend. Jim.
Kenton, the pumpkins aren't going to like these temperature changes, I can tell you that. Aerospace company SpaceX launched another rocket this morning. The Falcon 9 was fired at NASA's Kennedy Space Center. This is the company's 14th launch, carrying some 60 Starlink broadcast satellites. The project, founded by billionaire Elon Musk, will eventually involve a fleet of up to 12,000 satellites for expanding internet access around the world. NASA is announcing plans to establish a 4G network on the moon. Nokia was given a $14 million grant to help with the project. It's all a part of the agency's $20 2028 goal to build a lunar base and eventually sustain a human presence on the moon. NASA says the 4G network will be eventually upgraded to 5G. Coming up, how theaters are trying to get movie lovers back.
Ahead for us, a tweet from the president's medical advisor is pulled for spreading disinformation about masks, and ICUs across the country reaching capacity due to COVID. We hear from overwhelmed doctors and nurses, all ahead on Nightly News.
October is Truck Month, and at Bob McCosh, that means all treats and no tricks. Now, through the end of the month, take advantage of savings up to 20% off your brand new Chevy Silverado Crew Cab. Was $50,000, now only $40,000 and small change at Bob McCosh. Come see your savings right now at BobMcCosh.com and find new roads to #1 Business Loop in Columbia. Chevrolet makes the car, truck, and SUV, and Bob McCosh makes the difference.
It's a fact. 2 out of 3 Americans who qualify for Medicare do not receive all the benefits they deserve. You could be missing out. Call 1-800-870-9571 today for a free Medicare plan checkup and make sure you have everything you qualify for in 2021. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free streaming exercise classes. You can even receive extra money towards over-the-counter health items. Don't be one of the Medicare beneficiaries not getting all the benefits you qualify for. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. So call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield today at 1-800-870-9571 and make sure you're not missing out.
Tonight on Sports Extra, Mizzou had the weekend off, but it was anything but a calm week in the Southeastern Conference. COVID-19 rattles the toughest football conference in America. Longtime beat writer Dave Matter of the St. Louis Post joins us to talk all about it. From Mizzou's schedule, still in flux after the Vandy cancellation, to Nick Saban's positive test and its impact on the biggest game of the year. All tonight on Sports Extra after Sunday Night Football.
Another corrupt party politician for sale. In just 4 years, Judy Baker took over $10,000 in lobbyist gifts and another $11,000 in special getaways to places like New Orleans and Boston. Baker used her elected office to enrich herself and her clients, selling them lobbying services and inside information, then sponsoring their legislation, all while collecting her taxpayer-funded salary. Judy Baker has sold out in Missouri. We can't let Judy Baker in the state Senate.
If there's a trend that might get you back to your favorite movie theater, this is it. AMC Theaters is letting customers rent out auditoriums for private screenings, a growing trend because of the virus. For $99, you're allowed to invite up to 20 friends and family members. It's part of the movie industry's efforts to find creative solutions to solve financial problems. After nearly 60 years, Coca-Cola is scrapping its first ever diet soda. It gained a huge fan base in the 70s and 80s and maintained a cult following throughout recent years. Coca-Cola says it's one of several underperforming products. Coke is working to streamline production on best sellers. A final check of the forecast, a chilly forecast when we come back.
Coming up Monday on KOMU 8 News Today.
Monday's the first day of in-person classes for a lot of CPS elementary students. Why some students and parents are planning to protest while others are gearing up for the first day.
Plus, I'll have your latest breaking news from the newsroom. And I'll have a look at your forecast and a new week ahead.
15 minutes of commercial-free nonstop news, only on KOMU 8 News Today. Coverage you can count on.
Injured in a car accident? We can help. Lordex Spine Center makes your recovery faster so you feel better sooner. We are the only freestanding clinic in mid-Missouri to offer hyperbaric oxygen therapy and Class 4 laser therapy. Lordex can help with whiplash and low back pain, headaches and traumatic brain injuries, post-surgery pain, and more. And we will bill your insurance directly. Take back your life. Call Lordex Spine Center today.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And if you haven't tried Plexiderm, we've created the best offer yet with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. Even the 11 lines between your eyes are visibly gone in minutes. Plexiderm works so well, makeup artists, celebrities in Hollywood, and even people across the country just like you look and feel years younger in minutes.
So I've had under eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. I have spent so much money on tons of eye creams, eye gels. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm, and I'm not joking. It works. When I do a collage and everything is done, it looks amazing. That is exactly how Plexiderm makes me feel. I put it on my face, and somehow, some way, I look together, which is amazing. I'm Jackie, and I took the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, and so should you.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, I look 20 years younger than I did before. And that's so super important because my whole life is about health, fitness, feeling good, and looking good. And first chance I really got to look how I feel inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale rock. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under eye bags and wrinkles in minutes. So if under eye bags and wrinkles make you look tired and older, take action with the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Coming up on KOMU 8 News, after the NFL game, we're wrapping up our series on issues in the governor's race. We've covered health care, the economy, and COVID-19 tonight, where the candidates stand on public safety. That's coming up after Sunday Night Football. Kenton.
Jim, another look at live Doppler First Alert radar, and you can see where these showers are still passing through. It's not going to be raining for all of us all night long, but we're going to see some passing showers still, especially south of Interstate 70. Look at tomorrow. Temperatures only really between 40 and 45 degrees much of the day. It's going to be cloudy, around 60 then on Tuesday with a better chance for rain overnight. Wednesday around 70. Thursday, finally a sunny day. If you want the sunshine and the warm temps, Jim, Thursday is your day. Then on Friday, more showers and thunderstorms cools us back down into the 50s.
I noticed a 67-degree difference tomorrow between Columbia and Brownsville, Texas.
Yeah, that cold front's pretty strong.
That is our time for now. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good evening. We'll see you after the game.
On air.